Okay, so apparently I lost signal. If you made it back, that's fine. If you didn't, that's fine. I know it gets frustrating when a person loses signal, I guess, down in that one little area between those tall buildings. Signal just went away. Yeah, I got in between some of these tall buildings and that little area back there and lost all signal. So I had to completely restart. Hey, I'm halfway to your place. Wow. So have you been to Paducah? I'm talking to Jay. I hear live music somewhere. Kind of afraid to walk down some of these beautiful little side streets now because signal just kind of goes away. So I will just stand here and point down this little side street. I don't know if something about getting between the buildings and the trees. Yeah, Jerry's with me. Say hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
No, say hi to T-Town Mary Ellen.
Hi.
Yeah, he's been fun to be with today. He's been working a lot of overtime. So when our actual wedding anniversary happened August 18th, he had to work. We've been married 31 years. And so we are actually going to be meeting up with old college friends that when we were all dating before we were married, we would go out together and play putt-putt golf, get pizza. We were college students, so we were broke. So we're going to actually be meeting them in a couple of days and vacation together. But for right now, these first 2 days and the tail end 2 days, we're taking for ourselves. Yeah, Joy, I completely just started over. I didn't know what to do. It wasn't giving me any signal. So I'm trying to stay off the side streets. Thank you, Jay. Here comes another carriage. Oh, look at the two little doggies up front under the umbrella. Yeah, it's just a wonderful step back in time, actually, Jay. I've just was telling everybody earlier in my first stream that I lost that I just love these old buildings and the care that they have put into them. To me, they're just art pieces in themselves. Like that one you see in the center there, the smallest one. I guess that used to be an old bank. See the word bank up top? Oh, and there's my maiden name, Clark. That one says 1897. 1896. And there's a Jeep I want, except I want mine to be white. I have Jerry looking. That's a start. I have him at least looking. Hey, I hear "This Is My Story, This Is My Song." That must be coming from a church steeple somewhere. I don't know where my husband went off to. He's inside that store. So I was telling them that there's my Jeep, except it's in black, and I at least have you looking. Hey, Journey Along with Shannon. I hope you're feeling better, you and your husband. Thanks for joining us. We are in Paducah, Kentucky. Just checking out the historic district. I was telling people earlier, some of these places are Airbnbs up top that you can rent out and be right down here in the historic district. You know, I was in Santa Fe not too long ago, and each town has their own special charm. You know, I love the Southwest charm, but I also enjoy the beauty of old towns such as this. Now, you're experiencing this for the first time with me because we didn't actually walk down this far earlier. In fact, we have 6 on here now. We may cross the street and head back to the Ohio River, back to where we parked the car, and kind of in the stream from there. Landscaping is beautiful as well. It just sets the mood, sets the charm of the place. Like I was telling you, there's a lot of these historical markers. Oh, so this place used to be the headquarters of Stephen J. Hicks, commander of the USA occupation forces here during Battle of Paducah in 1864. Oh, wow. Now, I didn't even notice when I was on the other side of the street. Look at the lady that's in the structure here. You really have to slow down and enjoy the detail. We thought about trying this barbecue place, but we ended up eating at Doe's on the recommendation of a local guy here that had a booth set up in the little town square, I believe. Just beautiful weather to be out tonight for walking. Now, it's not Disney, even though that's a Disney diaper there. I didn't even see that, but Disney wouldn't let their trash get like that. So I tend to notice trash cans when I'm out at place because I'm so used to Disney World and how they stay on top of clean parks and such. Empty trash cans. I've taken a break. We went to like Disney World 4 or 5 times in a row here recently, and I'm really enjoying getting away from the theme parks and enjoying what small towns have to offer. Enjoying more of the natural elements. So over there on that street corner is Doe's place. It's where we ate earlier. It was really, really good. Their steak looked wonderful. We didn't get the steak, but it absolutely looked wonderful. Yeah, I know. I was watching a stream the other day, T-Town Mary Ellen, and I just noticed as someone walked by one of the Disney trash cans, it was just glowing. It was so clean, it was just sparkling. There's the gentleman that recommended Doe's. He's a local silversmith. Makes rings and necklaces. And there's copyrighted music playing. So I need to talk over that. I guess Jerry starts singing to cover up the music.
Huh? What?
I said start singing to cover up the music.
What am I going to sing?
So I don't get copyright strike here.
I don't.
Here's some of his beautiful jewelry that we looked at earlier. And my phone is giving me the 20% low battery signal. I'd like to make it back down to the river to close out. It's not that far. Yeah, internet problems are the worst. And I have very poor internet at home. Like if I was to try to upload a video at home, it would take all night for a 15-minute video. So what I usually end up doing is working on it the night before. Then when I go to work, I upload while I'm out. So we've almost made our way back to the Ohio River, back to the mural. And for those of you who didn't see it earlier, we'll take one last look before we wrap this up and call it an early evening. I think Jerry's about ready to get to the room and kick his shoes off. Yeah, those all day and all night uploads are frustrating. And they just tell us that there's nothing they can do to make ours better because we're on kind of a Oklahoma mountain at the end of the line. And they said it would cost them millions of dollars to try to run new line, I guess, up the mountain. I don't know. They could tell me anything. I'm not that techie. So we're about back to where I started on the first stream that I lost. Oh, and you can tell such a temperature difference when you get away from the big buildings and get out here to the water. Yeah, Mary Ellen, they just go on and on. I'm gonna have a video of just the murals. I took it earlier in the day. My husband, he keeps getting afraid I'm gonna get smashed. I figure pedestrians should have the rule here. Yeah, the detail is amazing. We'll take a look at, I don't think I showed this side. I think I went right earlier. Thanks, Dave and Kathy. Been enjoying your videos as well. That's what I kind of figured, Joy, too. You know, this is kind of a pedestrian tourist type town, so everybody should be watching. Okay, so this is really cool. I guess this is the map of the area, and there's little numbers. I don't know, I'm gonna have to step on the grass so you can see probably. But you see the street names, and you see numbers like number 15, 16. Well, over here, now each of these murals, they have a plaque describing what they are, but this one actually tells you what the numbers represent, what building that is. So 15 was the Marine Ways. And then I didn't get to see all these churches, but we see them right here. All the different churches in Paducah. And the wind is picking up, so I don't know how the wind noise is doing with this cell phone now. On my vlogging camera, I have a microphone and a muff, but not on this one. Like I said, I don't go live very often. In fact, now I go live with T-Town Mary Ellen on her channel, so be sure to check each other's channels out on here. I think everybody that's on here right now that I've seen, they do have channels, so go and check them out, because I can guarantee you that if they're on my channel watching, they're good people. They're good channels to check out. And love that shot. And let's take one more look at the Ohio River. And hey Jerry, come stand in this frame. I want them to get an idea of how thick this wall is. So that kind of gives you an idea how massive these flood walls are. But fortunately, we're not having to worry about flooding tonight. So there is, oh, this is so cool. Just thrills my heart to see people getting out and enjoying life. I don't know if you can tell, but there's people in lawn chairs that they've brought, or sitting on the grass, listening to that guy sing and play his guitar. Yeah, there's several of those motorcycles around, and I guess there's a place where people are renting scooters as well. Hey, there's a little trail here. I'll go down, walk this trail for a second. If I don't lose signal. If I do lose signal, just call that a wrap, because I'm not going to get back on because I'm fixing to close anyway. But let's just kind of see what we can see. Just so peaceful. That's what I was talking about, people enjoying the evening on the banks of the bank of the Ohio River. And there comes another tugboat. No, Joy Bless Life, actually they're not going to see the sunset because it's actually setting behind them. There's a guy, well, he's standing up now, and I might be able to zoom in, but it seems like every time I touch this, my keyboard comes up and blocks my picture. But there's a guy sitting there on that little dock behind the red fence, playing a guitar and singing for the people. He's talking about Johnny Cash right now. So this is the port of Paducah, Kentucky. Let me see if I can get... So I can tell my husband is giving out, and I might be giving out by the time I walk back up this steep incline. We actually have, our hotel is actually just around the bend up there, and our room is overlooking the water tonight. I didn't get a room with a balcony. I kind of wish I had now because it's such a beautiful night. So let me see if I can figure out how to turn this screen around to say goodbye. And I have to tell you, I've been in a car all day. I've just walked all over this town twice now. And I'm probably gonna look exhausted if I can figure out even how to turn this around to say goodbye. So Jerry, come here, I want you in the goodbye. So I really want to tell everybody thank you for joining us. My hair's a mess, but thank you for joining us. Thank you for spending the evening with us. It was really great to have 5 of you. I even had 6 at one time on this stream tonight, which is a first for me. But I'm glad that you could enjoy the time with us. And remember, you have but this one life to live, so go out and capture your moments.
Peace.
Have a good night, everyone.